cloud, people will smell you, you will smell you, everyone will smell you. Hello, I'm Ada Perfumes and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about all things beauty, perfume and lifestyle. Today we're gonna go over vanilla perfumes. I am a lover, like I love a good vanilla perfume. I'm gonna try to go over as many vanilla perfumes in my collection as I can. So we're gonna go over this. Lake & Skye 1111 Vanilla. Lake & Skye is a brand that I got to try when I tried their regular 1111. I talk about that fragrance so because that was one of the most unique perfumes that I've ever smelled. I remember doing the unboxing of regular 1111 and I was going through some things, life and all, and I closed the bottle and I sent them a message and I'm like, can I do this review a little bit later? I closed that bottle and I said to myself, I don't want to have what I'm going through right now associated with this perfume, because this perfume smells like one I want to associate with falling in love, one I want to associate with happy times. It smells that unique and smells that great. That's how Lake & Skye 1111 really smells to me. When they announced they're releasing 1111 Vanilla, I was really excited because you're taking that really unique clean scent vibe, because 1111 smells super unique and you are adding vanilla to it. So I was very interested in that. So this has star apple, it has sea salt, vanilla, marshmallow, passion flower, musk, teakwood and amber. I really feel like this is one that if you've never experienced the OG 1111, you would really like just be taken aback at how unique this is. I think this is a vanilla scent for someone that loves, this is a really good one. It's a great vanilla scent. One thing I would say is the musk it does come in a little bit heavy later on, but it's beautiful though. It's, stop. It is beautiful. I don't get a lot of the sea salt because I feel like I'm very sensitive to salt in perfumes. Most of the time it doesn't work well on my skin. It tends to start getting musky, funky smelling. That's just me and salt. But I have found that there's some perfumes where the salt is not too pronounced that I'm okay with. I'm okay with them. So the salt to me in this is not too pronounced. I feel like what you really get is the vanilla and the marshmallow, a little bit of that musk, very little of that star apple. Maybe it's the star apple that really gives it that unique quality, because it's what I've never smelled anything like this before. It's not something you're going to smell on someone else. It's very unique. It's almost like it has its own category. And I like that. It's great for someone that is looking for a signature scent and you love vanilla in perfumes, but you don't want the brown sugar vanilla. You don't want the cocoa vanilla. You want like, almost like a marshmallowy vanilla, but a little bit with that star apple and the teakwood and amber. I feel like the amber also gives it this quality that is just absolutely gorgeous. This is a masterpiece by Lake & Skye. I like Lake & Skye as a brand. The Courtney, the founder, is an absolutely wonderful woman, and I think 1111 Vanilla was a hit, and it's great they decided to add vanilla to it. Now on me though, what is the longevity like? Interestingly, this vanilla scent, as much as it's on that almost on that clean girl spectrum, I feel like it really lingers and it really lasts on your skin. When I wear this, I don't know if it's like the musk later and the marshmallow. When you wear this, you really keep getting whiffs of it all through the day, and it really kind of just sits on your skin. The projection is not as great. Like the projection and sillage, I would not say is really great. It's okay. It's kind of moderate, but the actual longevity on your skin, on your clothes, is pretty good, especially for vanilla, like a prominently vanilla perfume. I also really like the fact that they decided to add marshmallow to it. I love me a good marshmallow scent. Marshmallow and vanilla scents that together really works for me. I love it sweet. Don't come for me, but I love it really sweet. So I feel like the vanilla in this is really good, but it's definitely for someone that really enjoys that clean girl, soft girl era kind of thing, especially if you're like, when I remember telling I remember describing this and saying, you see that one girl that has like a slick back ponytail, her edges are laid and her ponytail does not move, it is laid out. You know those girls you wonder how the heck What gel did you use to lay your ponytail? Yes, this is what they smell like, all laid out in that athletic gear, you know, the gym wear, abs, all of that. That's what this gives. It really gives a girl that has it together, you know, watches her calories and stuff. I like it. I love it when I'm giving very much petite and soft. But yes, I think it's a great vanilla. It's not too soft. It really does come with the musk, and I like the fact that they kept the original scent DNA from the OG 1111 from them. Next is Vanilla Woods by the Seven Virtues. Okay, so this has, they actually put the notes here. No. So this is sustainably sourced organic fair trade vanilla oil from Madagascar, and this is best for alleviating stress. It's calming, and it's for soothing the overworked. Baby, you're all overworked. If I'm not on my bed sleeping, I'm being overworked. Sorry. But anyways, this has notes of pear, rose, vanilla, caramel, and amber. Before I got to try this perfume, I've heard so many things about it. I have like my friends that I would, or just people that I would ask, oh, people that are not like perfume collectors or really into perfume, and I'll ask them, oh, what perfume do you really like? And they're like, oh, I smelled this one perfume in Sephora and I really liked it. I'm like, which one is it? And they're like, Vanilla Woods. Yes. I'm like, huh, interesting. Because when you go into Sephora, you really have a lot of options. So the fact that a lot of people, and I'm not talking one, I'm not talking two, I'm talking like 4 or 5 people that I know, I've walked into Sephora and they come out saying, oh, I really like that, I think that's what I would like to get. It really shows me the kind of scent profile people love. I like this, but I feel like this, as much as I was really excited to try this, and I really like it, but the pear comes through. They're not, you know what, there's not a lot of pear perfumes, but I am so careful with pear though. Pear is one that for me, I like my pear really sweet, so I would say that this is not one I really jumped on when I initially tried it. It's almost the pear, the caramel, the vanilla. I was like, too many things happening at once for me. But when I did get to try it the first time, I was like, you know, I don't know, maybe I feel like I hyped it up in my head a lot, but when I then wore it on my skin, because I just smelled it when I wore it on my skin, I find that the way this sits on your skin is actually for me better than the way it smells on paper for me. You really get the pear and you get the vanilla. So the pear really adds this unique feel to it that I really, really like. I don't get so much of the caramel, but I feel like the caramel comes in the fact that it starts to get really sweet at some point when you wear it, and I think that's just the caramel doing its thing. I don't get so much of the amber. The rose, not so much. It does have like a very infinite floral quality to it a little bit, but I don't get too much of the rose. But I think this is like a great, the reason I feel like people gravitate a lot towards this one is because as an everyday scent, it's perfect. It's such an easy reach one. You can just pick and be like, I'm gonna step out. So this is one that I think, because it's such a good easy reach and everyday scent, people really gravitate towards it. I'm still wearing, I've only had this for about say 3 or 4 months, and I'm so used to brown sugar vanilla that when I try a different type of vanilla, it takes me time to warm up to it. So I would say I'm still warming up to it, but I do definitely prefer it on my skin than on paper. I like the way the vanilla goes. I like the sweetness that comes with the caramel later on as you wear it. I also like the pear. The pear, you do get a lot of that pear in the initial opening, which I was not expecting. I think that was the thing. I was really, the way we talked about it, I was expecting like a woody vanilla that is gonna just be woody, you know. No one told me about the pear. I should have probably looked it up, but no one really told me about the pear. So when I tried it, and what I immediately got in the opening was the pear. I was not expecting that, so that threw me back a little bit. And now that I've actually had chances to wear it over and over again, I feel like I really like it. Now when it comes to like calming and soothing, it does have this like very, I don't know, that is there a word for that? It has that quality to it where it just kind of like calms. Oh, that's the word. Yes, it just kind of like calms, soothes, and I think that's what people enjoy from it. I like the vanilla oil, Madagascar vanilla oil, because that takes me back to the Nest New York Madagascar vanilla oil, which I really enjoy. So I was kind of just putting pieces together there, but I think if you're looking for a good everyday easy wear vanilla, this is actually a really good one. My voice is cracking there, I don't know what's happening. Next we're going to Vanilla Vice by Snif. So Snif is a brand that I really love. Okay, I have a lot of Snif perfumes, and I'm one of those people that if I try one thing from your brand and the very first thing I try, I really love it, I'm gonna stick with you. I am a loyal. Okay, the first perfume I tried from Snif was Sweet Ash, which is also a perfume that has vanilla, and that also has juniper berries. And I ate it up. I loved it, and I ate it up all through. So when I found out that they were releasing a vanilla perfume, I was super excited. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole controversy or the whole, because a whole lot of things like were happening when this got released. Like people were like, oh, they said it was gonna smell like ice cream. But I'm not gonna go into that. I'm just gonna focus on the scent itself. I feel like we get so, you know, into this is what someone said. This is what about what the perfume smells like? Because also when this was going on, no one really sat down to say, oh, this is the actual notes. This is what the perfume smells like. I think, you know, then go from that, because everyone is entitled to their opinion. But let's try to really be, I might be a little biased, like I said, because I do like the brand, but a little bit of objectivity, because once you do acknowledge your bias, you can then go from there, which a lot of people don't. Bias either positively or negatively. You need to be able to acknowledge that before you say something about it, because that allows you to take how objective you are, subtract your bias. I'm getting a little scientific. Let's go back to the perfume, okay? So this has Madagascar vanilla, it has amberwood, it has moss, it has orchinox, sugar, ice cream, and jasmine sambac. I was waiting for when I'll get to a perfume, like a vanilla perfume that has sugar, because sugar and vanilla, in my experience, they go great together, okay? Does this smell like ice cream? Not really. Not really, but does this smell like a vanilla scent that has ice cream notes in it? Yes. Yes. This is not like, some people are like, oh, it's not milky enough. They didn't say it has milk. They just said it has, like, yo, stop. Okay. I feel like with this, you do get the vanilla. And I feel like people were not really emphasizing that. You get the vanilla, which is what they were trying to make. You get the vanilla. You don't get the sugar as much, because I was expecting a certain level of sweetness with this, which I feel like I did not get enough of. But the vanilla sugar is done such that for those that don't like perfumes that are too sweet, you still get to enjoy it, because the ice cream is almost, it has this, like, have you tried vanilla ice cream? So there's a difference between vanilla ice cream and vanilla bean in the way they smell and how they taste, and that's what this is giving me. I feel like the vanilla comes through, you get the amberwood and vanilla, so it's a vanilla it's almost like a mature vanilla. It's not too playful, it's a little bit more, I'm getting a little bit serious, if that makes sense. The vanilla that has a little bit of depth to it, with the amberwood, the musk comes through because the way it sits on your skin, you do get that musk, you get that orchinox, and I don't get a lot of the jasmine sambac, but it does have this elegant feel to it, which I think that's where the jasmine come in. The sugar, I get a little bit. I wanted it to be a little bit more sweet, but you do get a little bit of that sugar. Snif perfumes, they're made with really good quality, they're affordable. They also let you sample before you buy. And it's at Ulta where you could actually smell it before you buy it. So, you know, I'm not even going to get into it. But I feel like this is a good vanilla perfume. It's great for everyday wear. Could the longevity be better? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The longevity could be better. I personally, even with overspraying, I only get 4 hours with this. I wish I got more hours with it. So I have just like, I layered this with Sweet Ash by Snif, and it gives me better projection and longevity and wear as a whole, but I like it. It's a good vanilla. I like vanilla perfume. The next vanilla perfume is Opulent Vanilla by Antiqua Firenze. Okay, so this is actually the first Antiqua Firenze like perfume I ever tried. So I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how what the perfumes normally will smell like, but we're gonna go over the notes. So it's a unisex spicy perfume, vanilla, disruptive, rich, and opulent, introduced by timber pepper and lemon blossom, glazed with a textured orange nectar. The heart note is addictive and luxurious thanks to golden vanilla pods, fortified rum extract, powdery red orris, dark cocoa beans. The base is resinous and woody thanks to benzoin, ladamum, citrus, velvet, and patchouli. I had described this because I had posted a review about it. I had described this as a rich vanilla. It really smells like a really rich person. That's what it smells like. The vanilla smells so rich, so what's that word? What's the word for this? But no, it really does smell really, really rich, really textured. That name for this is really fitting, and that's one of the things I said when I tried it. I'm like, I love when I try a perfume and the name really fits what the perfume smells like. This really smells like wealthy vanilla, like a vanilla that went to Harvard, you know, lives in a mansion and only wears bold dresses and gowns. That's what this vanilla smells like. It's so rich and so beautiful. I think, like, as I look at a perfume and I see the way it's made, and I'm like, I just know what you guys are thinking about when you're making it. Just think about money, 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 money. Yeah, because this just gives rich, rich, rich. And for me, I feel like the dry down of this is best. It dries down so beautifully, and it's just it's I feel like it's so much more beautiful when it truly dries down. And you really start to, in the opening with it having the timber pepper, I thought it may be a little bit more spicy. No, if you're expecting like a really spicy kind of like ginger spicy, no, the pepper is so well blended. You know, when something smells rich, you're not getting just little, it's so well blended. And then the orange, the lemon blossom, the orange nectar, the rum gives it this really, you know, quality to it. I wouldn't say boozy all the way, but a little quality to it. Let's leave it like that. And it's a little dark. You really get that cocoa beans. I think this is for, I would say this is a mature vanilla. You want it too sweet because you think that's too playful. You don't want cocoa because you think that's too sweet. You don't want just like a regular vanilla. You want a vanilla with depth. You want a vanilla that when you enter, people are like, who just walked in? This is that vanilla. It really gives that vibes, and I like it. I really like it. So the next vanilla I'll be talking about is Bon Parfumeur 402. This was released in 2017. And this has almond blossom, apple, Madagascar vanilla, elithrope, caramel, sugar, sandalwood, benzoin, and musk. But on the perfume itself, they just write vanilla, caramel, and santal. I love Bon Parfumeur as a perfume house, and I've tried a couple of their scents that I think are really good, but I actually do not have a favorite from them because they have a chocolate one that is really good. But I was really looking and wanting something from them that I could really resonate with. I'm a vanilla girl, so when I find a perfume house I like, I try to look for a vanilla scent from them that I can really enjoy. And when I got to try 402, I was really happy because I felt like it was the vanilla perfume I like. Now, what I would say is this projection on this one, no. It doesn't project well, but it does last long. It really lasts long. I don't know why. Like, if you're gonna last long, might as well really project. But the projection is not as great. The longevity is really good though. I'm talking 8 hours kind of longevity. So what I do is I use this when I layer, like if I have a vanilla perfume that I know doesn't last too long, I'll put this under. I put the vanilla perfume on top. Now on its own, it's a great scent. To me, this smells like a very soft vanilla. I don't get too much of that caramel. I get a little bit of the sugar. I do get the vanilla. I feel like the sandalwood really comes through. A little bit of that almond blossom. But to me, this is a very soft, a very, you know, gentle vanilla. It has its own little, you know, it has depth to it, I would say that. And I feel like the benzoin and the sandalwood really comes through, but the projection is not enough for it to really like everyone is smelling you kind of thing. No, this is more of that soft, you get to enjoy the scent you're wearing kind of vanilla. But when I use it to layer other perfumes, I feel like it really does reach its full potential at that point, because it really, you know, performs better for me when I layer it, especially when I layer with another Bon Parfumeur perfume. Chef's kiss. It really gets the job done. It lasts, and the longevity on its own, it really, I've heard people say it doesn't last on their skin. For me, it really lasts a long time on my skin, like a long time. It really goes really high with lasting long on my skin, and I like it. I really enjoy that for it. I like this one a lot. I like there's not much to say about it. I use it a lot for layering. That's what I have repurposed it for right now, just because of the way the projection is. But I think it's a really nice vanilla scent. It's a good, easygoing, doesn't offend anyone, stays on its own, lasts long on your skin, you get the value for it. At this point, you're probably wondering, when will I get to Escapade Gourmande? When will I get there? I'm not gonna keep you waiting because I'm not ranking this, I'm not doing this like, oh, 9, 8, 7. No, I'm just going the way I'm picking them up. So this is Escapade Gourmande by Maison Mataha. The way I talk about this person. Ever since the day I got, you know what, let me not say too much. Do you see? The only reason there's still something left in this bottle is because I had to stop using it. I had to physically stop myself from using it. That's why there's still something left in this, okay? This is one of my absolute favorite perfumes, and especially vanilla perfumes. And you're probably wondering why I have so many. This was the very first vanilla perfume that could get me the whole day. I could get 8 hours and more from it. And that was not something we're used to when it came to vanilla perfume. So it really took the perfume community by storm with that. And also the fact that this has sugarcane, vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk. Right, the sugarcane really makes it sweet. It smells like creme brulee. It smells sweet. It smells decadent. But what I feel like really makes Escapade Gourmande stand out is the fact that you see that initial spray where you get the vanilla and you get the cloud of vanilla around you. You consistently keep getting that all through the day. That lingers for at least 6 hours. Not a lot of perfumes do that. Like a lot of perfumes, you would spray it, you get that initial spray, you would still be able to smell it, but that initial vanilla sugarcane spray like scent would not be what you're heavily getting throughout. This, it's what you're heavily getting through the whole thing. And I love that. It's long lasting. You really do get the vanilla, you get the sugarcane, and sugarcane, not just sugar cane, it's a different type of sweetness that I really enjoy in perfumes. I also really feel like this is good for layering. I use this a lot to layer a lot of my perfumes, and the way it would set and make those perfumes perform even better is absolutely amazing. I just like it. I like what I like, okay? And I like this one. There's nothing more I can say about it. It's really good. If you're looking for a vanilla perfume that would really last and would really give you that vanilla cloud, people will smell you, you will smell you, everyone will smell you. This is the one that I would definitely put in front. It's also among my top 3. I like it. I feel like the longevity is great. The cloud it forms around you is great. Like I said, it took everyone by storm. I've not seen one person that actually bought this and said, I did not like it. People might say, oh, it's a little pricey. Granted, the perfumes are way more expensive than it is, but I've still not seen someone that would say, oh, it's pricey and it did not smell like vanilla. No, you're lying. It definitely smells like vanilla. Let's be so, like, we're gonna say anything. You might say everything, say anything, but one thing you will not say is that this does not smell like vanilla, because it does smell like vanilla. Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Coggan, Paris, MFK. I feel like most times I just say MFK. What if someone doesn't know what MFK stands for? That stands for Maison Francis Coggan. It's just really long to type out and to say out loud. And sometimes I feel like I'm saying it wrong, okay? But I'm a little embarrassed. Once again, like you can see, this has like 2 drops left. And I am keeping those 2 drops for a special day. A very special day. Until I get a big bottle, those 2 drops, they're gonna stay in this bottle till I'm ready to use them, and I'm not ready yet. But let's get into the scent. This has juniper berries, this has nutmeg, it has coriander, vanilla, musk, amberwood, and caramel. Have you noticed a trend with this vanilla perfumes where a lot of them would either have caramel, sandalwood, musk, and sugarcane? So this has vanilla, it has caramel, it has musk, and it has juniper berries. See, through my perfume journey, I found out that there's some notes that when they're in perfume, when I wear them, I just love them. Without even knowing they're in that perfume, I wear it and I just love it. The juniper berries in this is beautiful. I love perfumes with juniper berries, and the juniper berries in this is absolutely gorgeous, because this is that vanilla for the soft girl. It's that vanilla that it's not shouting. It's not here to be shouting with anybody. It's not in a competition. It's a whole category on its own, if you get what I mean. It stays on its own. It's so beautiful and it projects. See, the fact that a perfume smells soft, it smells subtle, it really sits on your skin. is not an excuse for it not to project. Your perfume should still project. A vanilla perfume, people should still be able to smell you, and that's what this does, and it does it well. Gentle Fluid Gold is soft, it sits on your skin, it's pretty, it's soft, but people will still be able to smell you. People will still leave a trail. The projection and the longevity is also really good. I get hours on this one. I smell it on my clothes later. When you use MFK perfumes, I really feel like you're getting the value for your money. You really are, because longevity, sillage, and projection, they really always hit those marks. And what more could I ask for? I love this one. I've talked about this before in my last vanilla perfume video. If you want to invest, if you want to get yourself that little gift, if you want that vanilla perfume that you know, something that just sits so pretty on your skin, that's this one. It's just pretty. There's nothing more I can say. Like, it's just so pretty, and I love it. I love it so much. It's such a pretty vanilla perfume, and I really enjoy it. I feel like this is one I would always recommend. It's worth it. You really get the vanilla. The juniper berries has this beautiful quality to it. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to put it in words, but the caramel is not like sickeningly sweet. It just like blends in with that vanilla and that sandalwood and the coriander. And it's just like they're in this beautiful dance that gave birth to this masterpiece, and I loved it. And finally, the last but not the least, the reason this is the last one I'm talking about is because this is actually the most recent vanilla perfume in my collection. This is Fugazzi Vanilla Haze. This was released 2024. Yes, this was released 2024, and it has top notes of almond, coconut milk, hazelnut, and mandarin. Middle notes of vanilla pod, tonka bean, jasmine. Base note of caramel, cashmere wood, amber, and musk. I was just saying that one trend you see is the caramel with the vanilla, and I feel like that is really something with it, right? This is beautiful. I like when I try a new vanilla perfume and I fell in love with it. I like it. I like it. This, what I would say about this is you really get like a cloud of vanilla, and I enjoy that. I like the fact that it smells like vanilla, and it really does give you a haze. I'm telling you, I like when the name matches the perfume. It really does give you a haze, like your whole little cocoon of vanilla, which I really enjoy. Now this does have that coconut. I have seen comments of people saying things like, you know, they found it hard to really like resonate the coconut with the vanilla and the almond together. I love it. I love it. The coconut, the almond, I love it all. There's not a single note in there that I did not enjoy. I loved it. I love the coconut because I feel like it gave it almost a milk, because it's coconut milk, it's not coconut. It gave it a milky, almost lactonic, but it's not really sitting on that lactonic spectrum either. It starts to then have this nutty feel to it because you have almond, you have hazelnut, but it doesn't get overly nutty. It comes back to the main center attraction, which is the vanilla, and you have the tonka bean, and then you have the cashmere wood giving it this cozy, hug me, cuddly feel to it. You have the amber giving it a quality. You have the musk, which is giving you that surrounding you. What I will say though, as much as I love this, the projection, it's moderate. Just based on how much I love it and how the scent really lingers and how long it lasts on my skin, I really expected the projection to be better, but it's moderate. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with moderate projection. Sillage, I would say moderate too, but longevity is really, really, really good. At least on my skin, it's really good, and I love the way you really get to experience every single fragrance note in this. This I really enjoy. This is my current perfume discovery, this line, and I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, Fugazzi Vanilla Haze is a great vanilla perfume too. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my vanilla perfume videos today, and I really do appreciate it. I really love vanilla perfume, so I want to apologize for any time I got overly excited there, okay? If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, like, share. Mwah, mwah.